You know, we talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about grass itself, the types of it, why I approach it, why I like it, why I think fish live there. You guys got some great questions and stuff. We talked about the equipment that we use, you know, the tools of the trade, the rods, the reels, the lines, the knots we use. Everything is tools and techniques that apply. What else did we talk about? We talked about some techniques, pitching, flipping, frogging, spooning, all very effective. You know, I didn't go real in depth about crankbaits and stuff, but you know, you guys have questions, just throw them out there if you want. I'm kind of wrapping things up here, but don't hesitate if you got questions before we're done. Throw them out there. If you guys want to hang out for a while after this is over, you know, we'll be going over some knot time. We can talk about some of these great products that Oliver has over here, these punch skirts. I highly advise you try to pick up one or two of those, try them out. And one of the reasons is because they apply so many ways. If you come up here and look, I got a lot of displays about the ways I use punch skirts. I use them on jigs. I use them on Texas rigs. I mean Texas rig worms, Texas rig Senkos, peg it in front of a Carolina rig. You know, the reason jigs, you know, I'm talking about jigs right this second. Jigs specifically are a very effective bait. I think one of the biggest reasons is because that skirt pulses and it gives it life. You know, so if you know, I mean, punch skirts aren't new. You know, they've been around a while. A lot of people don't use them, and they miss a good opportunity to really put some extra life in anything that you present. Whether it's a Carolina rig, whether it's a Senko, a Texas rig worm, anything you can peg it on there. It just adds a whole new element and kind of just brings something to life about it for me. You know. I'm sorry?
I said it does look pretty neat.
It looks great. I mean, and that, like I said, the jig, you know. I mean, the best day of fishing I ever had was on Lake Seminole. I won a tournament out there with 28 pounds, and those fish were all on a jig, you know. So, and that's what I think. I love fishing jigs, you know. Now, for punching through stuff like that, the jig is just not, it's not that effective all the time. There's a lot of times, that it does. I pitch jigs in toolies a lot. But mostly I'm going with some kind of a punch rig with the punch skirt on it, and that's my go-to. So, but you know, what I'm hoping you guys take away from this today, you know, is just you know, a little better understanding about, you know, some ideas you can apply attacking grass. You know, spend a little more time doing it. It's extremely frustrating. Wrestling toolies is not fun. They win more often than not in a wrestling match, but the payoffs can be big. I've caught a lot of big fish here, flipping into the toolies, punching the grass, all over the country where I fish. Anytime I have grass, even on Dale Hollow, it's a place in Tennessee. I flipped up smallmouth there, punching grass. I flipped up a smallmouth here on Apache, flipping tule grass stuff. My first trip out there, about a 3-pound smallie. I was like, wow. So you know, it works. You know, that certainly you know, smallmouth is not. I think it's a rare. I haven't done it again. You know, the one time. So, but it's a really effective way of fishing. And you know, hope you guys learned something tonight. If you got any more questions, I'm wrapping it up, Gary.
You find one.
Wait a